We are living through an extraordinary moment in history. At a time when faced with social, economic, political and ecological crisis, the cry for change is getting louder and louder. The result of the last general election reflected that growing demand to change direction, away from inequality, austerity, precarious work and measuring our society's needs through a narrow parameter of the market. People are fed up with working to stand still. They are fed up with their talents and labour being exploited for others. Fed up with privatisation of public resources and the blatant transfer of wealth into the hands of a greedy minority. Fed up with the vulture funds and landlords and extortionate rents pushing people into homelessness.
Better housing, better education.
During the COVID-19 crisis, it became very clear who the heroes are and who the productive people are, who brings real value to our communities, and it's not the 1% or the media moguls or the billionaires. The workers on the front line, in the shops and the farms, the people who act in solidarity in our communities are our wealth, and they deserve to be valued.
This is the voice of the people, and those over in Ireland better hear it quick.
To really do that, we need to take this unique moment as an opportunity to change direction towards a better, fairer and healthier society. The two-party system, propped up by small parties hungry for office but not for real progress, have proved incapable of tackling the crisis that we face. They have all failed to address the urgent issue of climate change. We have twice as many precarious jobs now as we had in 2008, and our two-tier health service has failed the vast majority of us. And winter after winter, the situation grows worse. In our communities, we have proven more than capable of winning change. We came together across the country to ensure our basic human right to water. We came together for equal marriage rights and for reproductive rights. Now, we need to take the rest of the change agenda seriously. We need to move beyond the politics of protest. We need to build a real alternative. 760,000, 1 in 6 people in the state and 1 in 4 children are living below the official poverty line. We need to continue to work together for a society that puts human rights at its core. A right to a good universal health care, the right to live in a society that rejects racism and positively promotes equality, a right to decent work, housing and education for all, a right to access and benefit from our national resources, and a right to a sustainable environment. We must not allow the old rejected politics of Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael dictate another round of austerity. Austerity was always a choice, and one that impacted heavily on younger generations and on the most vulnerable. Now is a time for economic stimulus, not for cuts. A time to invest in our public services, health and housing. It is a time to reform our tax system to make it fairer, to ensure that those in a position to contribute more are compelled to do so. We need to raise employer PRSI contributions to EU levels, end bogus self-employment which is cheating the state of hundreds of millions in tax revenue, and increase taxes on the most wealthy.
This is the people power that's going to change Ireland back to people's democracy, back to the republic.
Things are changing and changing forever. We need a political realignment that recognises how abnormal and dysfunctional the old normal was. A new party that will prioritise the needs of the many rather than the greed of the few. The needs of society over the economy, the environment over profit making. It is a time that the benefits of our productivity were distributed evenly to give everyone a chance to live a decent life. For more information, contact the info at righttochange.ie.